Real,
sports, man. Alabama, Tennessee. They meet that third Saturday in October.
Third Saturday in October.
The Alabama Crimson Tide took on the Tennessee Volunteers in Knoxville, Tennessee, in Neyland Stadium, and Tennessee kicked their ass 24-17.
The state of Tennessee kicked Alabama ass.
Did y'all see the game? What's the takeaways from Alabama right now? This is the first time that Alabama has lost 2 games before November since 2007. You know, everything they do right now is going to be compared to the Nick Saban era.
Yeah.
But just on the field, X's and O's, what was the takeaway from the game?
I don't really like his game plan. And I think Milroe forced it too much to Williams. He threw that bitch. He was focused. He was laser focused on Ryan Williams. Come on, bro. You got other shit on the field.
Yeah.
Like, that's easy to cover him. That, you know, you going to throw it to him every goddamn time. He had like 14, 15 targets or some shit.
Right.
So
I'm not mad at the game plan. I'm just mad at the execution of it.
Facts.
I think some good plays were called. First half, defensively, they played some real good defense.
Yeah.
Second half, I just think that Milroe really has to become a better passer. If he's a better passer, a few of those throws that was behind, like the guy Law, who when they got in the pushing match. A simple little put that ball out in front of him and he off running.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of little that and decision making as well. We saw a couple of bad decisions being made. But I do think that Ryan Willis, I like the opportunity because at times he did force it, but at a lot of times like he just slipped on one.
Right.
And he slipped on another.
he threw him behind one time when he was fouled.
And the week before that shit, you forced it to 5, I think, 3,000 times and missed a lot of opportunities with Williams. So
because they said just the first game he had that many targets. So, you know, I'm not mad at you for going to your bell cow, your bell horse in those tight games, but execute it. And that's a big thing. And that's another big thing they were saying. They looked undisciplined. But I ain't going with that because even with Saban at times,
you yanked it.
Even with Saban at times, they had some, you know, a lot of penalties and things of that nature. Right. But I think they have a lot of brushing up to do. This isn't the Alabama of old. I do think that they're still getting – Alabama hasn't had to get really used to a new full system, offensively, defensively, all in one same year. Right. So I think that it takes time to get with that and let that man get his players that he wants to build. It's gonna,
I don't like that 3-3-5 shit. I'm sorry for it. But I hate that defense.
I like it if it's ran right.
But you got to look at the offense that you're playing against. The reason why you don't like it is because you're playing Alabama and they got Jalen Milroe throwing the ball. Put somebody else in that shit. Tennessee basically adjusted to that shit perfectly. They started giving their motherfucking running back the ball. They got nobody in the box to stop the motherfucking run. Nigga had 100 yards in the second half. Rushing that bitch on that.
That's why I don't like that shit.
But what I'm saying to you, but they ran that because so Tennessee was behind. When Tennessee behind, they got to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you got to jump in that defense. But what Tennessee did when Alabama jumped in that shit, I'm finna put this bitch in your stomach, go give me 10 yards or care. The nigga was just goddamn balling on their ass. And then they defense, like Jalen Milroe, it was a lot going on in that game, dog. Jalen Milroe don't run no more. He sits in that pocket, and you want your quarterback to do that. But this nigga
don't.
But this nigga Jalen Milroe is different.
Tennessee defense.
Run.
Tennessee
defense. Get your ass out.
Don't forget who Tennessee defense is. They made him not run. They put pressure on him in the way that they spotted him because the boys defense top 5 in the country. So I think that defense played a part in that him not. They tried to call to some design runs and they were stuffing that shit.
I think I finally see what the coach was talking about only having 30% of his offense installed, and I think we're seeing why. I think it's because Milroe don't have a good command of it yet. And I think some of the decision-making and the indecisiveness, the bad throws that we're seeing is a result of a quarterback in a new system. Mm-hmm. It is hard to adjust to a new system. Alabama fans in particular, y'all have had the same setup for fucking 20 years now. Mm-hmm. And this is what the Florida States have had to go through, the LSUs, the Floridas. Right. These are what a lot of the programs, they've had attrition at coaches, in and out. Now Alabama's getting to experience it. And I don't think they're not that far off. They missing games by just like a little bit. A couple decisions here and there, that interception right there on the goal line, that dumbass play by the dude down the stretch when he got the personal foul. You just got to know what you're doing. That's just a stupid-ass penalty in that situation. They're not as disciplined, which is gonna happen because you miss the days where coaches like a Nick Saban, those are disciplinarians. So they're gonna make you play discipline.
Right.
So it's a lot of little things like that you're gonna miss with these with this new setup. And you got to take the good with the bad. This is just what y'all are right now.
Another thing too, man. Like these niggas are not losing to sorry ass teams.
Yeah, they are. They lost to Vandy.
Vanderbilt won yesterday, didn't they?
I don't care. They still Vandy. Ain't that
They also beat Georgia. That beat the number one team.
Right, dog. This is the SEC, dog. And Tennessee were like, them niggas went 11 yesterday, 8th or 11.
7
like,
7 versus 11. Yeah.
Right, so it's just like Tennessee ain't no sorry ball club either.
Yeah,
man.
They didn't, and to be fair, they didn't play all that well offensively at the quarterback position either. He missed a lot of big throws.
He missed a lot of big
He let
throws.
a lot of
but
big
he
throws.
made
You talking about Tennessee quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he overthrew. He overshot a lot of balls.
He's supposed to have about 400-500. Now he
Yeah,
did
he
make some
did.
plays. I ain't gonna say
the
that.
ones that he
But
made, like the game winner, and that nigga threw that bitch perfectly. Boy.
dropped that bit right now.
He dropped that.
And the receiver made a hell of a play with his face mask being grabbed too. So
Who you played 1 year with Roddy, right?
yeah,
How hard was it to not throw him the ball every time?
2 years, two years of Roddy. Our offense, we had an offense that we had built-in plays that's going to go to Roddy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like for me, I never would force the ball to Roddy because the defense determined where the ball was going most times.
Gotcha.
Like if it's two safeties, you go to this side. One safety, you go to this side. So it's hard for us unless we just have man coverage. I could force it to them all the time then, but not many people just fully just played us man coverage.
And a lot of time, man, that shit, I don't want to call it scripted, but it's like if we get this cover 4 look, this quarter's coverage, all right, we're going to run this, and this is where the ball go already. Right. It's already kind of predetermined. Now, the quarterback got discretion. Like, oh, shit, hell no, that nigga jumped it. I'm finna go over here with it. But for the most part, that shit kind of.
And most times, that can be hard, too. Like, most times, two safeties is telling me to go to this side of the field. So if I'm over here reading this high-low over here to my back, and the crowd sees a wide-open running back streaming down the line. Oh, why he throw it to him? Because nigga, my reads, I'm over here. Right. It's hard. I ain't got that many eyes over there. You know, now if it's built in, go here.
Why you ain't got that big Madden window?
Right, that big
that nigga got that little thin ass window. Who got that little stupid ass window?
You got to drop back like Johnny. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's built in that way, and that's why I never be like the fans who are like, this man, he missing wide open throws, though. Wide open receivers, I'll say, the whole game. But sometimes the offense doesn't call for it.
Why the fuck he playing off so far? Because his coach told him to. It's quarters, nigga. Fuck you want him to do?
His man right there, though. It's quarters, though.
Second and got 4th and 5.
Texas versus Georgia. Georgia won 30-15. It was 23-0 at half. We saw Urias get benched at one point, right before halftime. Urias. Whatever that nigga name is.
That's a Lamborghini.
Yeah, him. Right before halftime, only to come back in. They made a little bit of a run, but what was y'all takeaways from the Texas-Georgia game?
Georgia is still Georgia.
And Texas is not who we thought they were.
Right. Facts.
Welcome to the SEC. I don't know why. Was it fine? It was. It might not have been fine. But it's Colin Cowherd. It says Texas is coming to take it over. Based on how they played Alabama last year.
But he dumb anyway.
And based on how he thought they was going to come and do Georgia this year. But he had some good points. I ain't going to lie. Them being in Austin. Them being in the big
corporations
cities,
and not car dealerships.
And like,
shit,
it's just Tuscaloosa or it's wherever Georgia is. It's like
Athens.
Desolate. But sometimes, man, that tradition and them coaches going to get them players, and $1 million is $1 million.
I think this is just good football, man. Like, I think this is what it looked like. It's starting to get that shape where 1 week Georgia looks unstoppable, and then the next week they look not so good. It's going to happen like that. That just means a lot of these teams are even, and it just go to show you nobody has a monopoly on this shit right now because Alabama looked dominant at one point. Right. Georgia has looked dominant. Tennessee had a run where they looked unstoppable. Right. Texas looked like that. So we just going to see it go back and forth. I thought this year was going to be a year that at least – every SEC team lose at least once, and I think that's already happened.
I think they lose twice, and
Texas was the last one.
And then ACC gonna get 2 teams in. Then they get Miami and Clemson in.
Possibly.
Man, listen, the defense that Georgia played yesterday, man, that shit was stellar.
It was.
That shit was stellar.
But it was against Texas.
What that mean? There was a high
Texas
flying.
is a
Maybe
great
Texas
offense.
Not ready for that.
Man,
Yeah, you could. Your offense look good when you're in the Big 12. It don't look so good when you're in the SEC.
Them niggas is 8 and they was what 7-0 coming in that game, 6-0.
Who they played?
They dominated Oklahoma,
Michigan.
Big 12
Michigan.
team.
Michigan.
Big 10 team.
But it's still good teams, good defensive teams
Yeah,
too.
and-
So I ain't gonna sit here and
Yeah,
say
you
they
can't-
played
yeah.
Texas Tech and SMU, or even though I'm not shit on
And
those
Texas
teams,
for the
they're
last
good.
2 years have
SMU
shown
won.
they beat the shit out of Alabama last year. They've shown that they deserve to be in this mix. I'm not gonna. Oh, they're a Big 12 team. They are SEC
Not no more.
ball looking club.
They have an
Up
SEC
front,
coach?
they look like SEC.
Yeah.
You
They
just
skill
saw
positions. They got fucking Alabama receiver who
I said
goddamn
Alabama.
came from Alabama. Why are they not a SEC team?
what I'm saying to you.
I don't
is
understand it.
Kirby Smart is a fucking
different.
defensive mastermind.
And he's gotten
He
to
is.
he got
That
100
nigga,
got
yeah.
to 100 wins quicker than any coach ever.
What, 118?
He is
Man, that man ain't did shit but win since he been a head
That's
coach.
it.
He had 117 games, took
117,
Saban
yeah.
120 games, and Spurrier. Saban 118 games, and Spurrier 120 games.
That shit,
So-
wow.
That's some great company.
Boy, that nigga.
And he's still early and young. I feel
he's
he's
still
still
young.
young with it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
just hope he don't ever sniff that goddamn NFL.
yeah. I don't think he gonna go.
I hate when they do
I don't
that
think
shit.
he gonna go there.
I hate it. I hate when they do that, and I hate when they go chasing the bag. Like I feel like Chip Kelly could have still been. He could have bought Oregon championships and shit. Like they be jumping. And
don't
I
think-
get it.
you
I
think-
get it's the bag, but
I don't think.
But
It's that,
also-
I don't
but-
think he got to worry about that no
But
more.
also,
because-
it's the bag more in the NFL now?
yeah,
not no more.
You sure?
it was.
He 10, 11,
It's
12
not.
million.
It was. It was.
Chip Kelly days, yeah. But I don't think it is now.
It was. That's all I'm saying. It was.
Nigga, I'm saying now.
Yeah, but people
But
still.
sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's not just about the bag. Sometimes you just want to go to that next level and
And
win
see
at the
what
They
you
don't
highest
want to
level.
recruit. Sometimes the recruiting, they get tired of that stupid ass shit being on the road.
He
recruiting.
seems like he likes recruiting.
Man,
No, I was just saying in general.
I think he's set in stone. I think they're gonna have to goddamn get a crane or a forklift to get
Kick
his
that
ass
nigga
out of
ass
Athens. For real, that nigga gonna retire. I think.
Have the Joe
I think
Paterno
he got to.
Shit, he might be back at Alabama if goddamn.
I don't think he comes. Why?
Nah,
Why
I
come?
mean, you got to think he played.
he played at Georgia. He's
Oh,
from
gotcha,
Georgia.
Gotcha.
He ain't coming
He
back.
ain't coming back
And he
nowhere.
didn't.
That shit.
He didn't turn Georgia into shit.
A
I mean,
championship.
Georgia has always had great defenses.
Right.
Let's be clear about that. They've always had some of the more premier defenses in the country.
Facts.
Even when we was playing back, man, them niggas had great fucking defenses.
Go back to the last
then the
5,
three-head
6
monsters.
drafts, dog. That nigga pumping linebackers and D
Yeah.
linemen in that league like a factory, boy. So I'm telling you,
And
that
he
Yeah.
still that disciplinary.
hell yeah.
And we paying attention to all the small details. So
I like
he
his
get the
post game
rings.
too. He was like, man, y'all niggas on your network said y'all counted us out. Y'all said Texas was the greatest team.
Talking about
that
us?
was
Talking about us?
no, not us.
I think
ESPN.
three of us picked Texas. I think.
on the Todd. Look at Todd.
That's what he talk about us.
Nah, but I just like him, man. I like him where he is. And that game plan he put in place, that shit was from start to finish.
I'ma stop coming
a
in.
work of art.
I'm gonna stop coming in here being so confident on those takes. Because we come in here week to week being confident. Obama look like a juggernaut. Oh, Georgia look like a juggernaut. Oh, Texas is the juggernaut. Oh, LSU the juggernaut.
Yeah.
Oh, Ohio State. I'm just, hey, man, they look
That's
good.
how that shit been going week to week
yeah.
though.
These are coming in here. These
That
niggas
shit
don't
fun,
know.
though.
It is.
Yeah.
And you got to make a prediction. I mean, like you got
I'll
to try
predict,
to
but-
you got to try to make it look like you was right at the end. Of the I told you, goddamn, Navy was gonna win the championship. Nigga, no, the fuck you didn't.
I like that too.
Even though I called Army, who I said Army versus Oregon for the
Oregon.
championship game, baby.
I thought you just meant in the playoffs.
I'm just talking shit.
I
man.
mean, them boys are playing some real good.
They are.
offense.
That shit live. Dog. I really hope.
They are.
I
Man,
really,
that Army
I really,
Navy
really
game.
hope. I really hope that shit, both of them be undefeated by the time they get to each other.
I'ma
That
die.
should be so live.
Well, they got to play each other. Oh, you said get to each other. Yes, that shit gonna be live as fuck. I'm sorry. I was just excited. I'm sorry. But man, can we talk about UAB for a second?
Go ahead, have at it.
Destroy them.
Do y'all really think? Cause okay, tell me if y'all disagree. I think Trent Dilfer was put there to ruin the fucking program.
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't think he was put there to ruin it, but I do think he's
he's
ruining
ruining
it,
it,
and
yeah.
I think you need to make a change, like anybody else would do. Like treat this like a big program. Don't treat him any different because it's UAB. You should nigga. This man that went 1-7 or he 1-8 last year. He was pathetic, and you're not the biggest tail sign that we've always seen across the country when these schools make changes is you're not even competing with your conference.
At all.
Like you're not even You ain't losing by 1 or 2 and you can kind of see, okay,
50,
we're getting
60.
there. You're losing bad to your conference. And that's the telltale sign to me. So the biggest thing is what will they do from here on out? Are they going to make a change or are they going to fire him at the end of the season? What are they going to do? That's what I want to see.
I personally believe 2 people need to get fired, Mark Ingram and Trent Dilfer.
Me knowing UAB, I think they keep him.
I think they keep him.
Yep, because you got he
does
has a
have a
buyout,
buyout.
and then you got to pay to get the next coach. And who is that?
And UAB don't have money like that or the approval.
They do.
The approval from the bums to spend it.
Yeah.
They have the money. It's just
I finished that statement.
okay. So that makes him more of being a plant. You was there just to be mediocre at best.
Now, I ain't gonna say he's a plant. I'm gonna say that you made that decision, so they're gonna say, no, stick with it. We're not gonna give you the money or approve the money for you to fire him and hire someone else.
Yeah,
But the board made the decision.
I don't think they knew he was just gonna come in here and stink it up, man. I ain't gonna say that they put him there to do that.
I just don't think that they care enough to push him on out so we can, try to change something.
I think they care enough. I just don't think they can. I think that Mark Ingram might be up there like, God damn it, I fucked it up. I want to make it right. I just don't think he can.
He don't give a fuck. He done made every wrong decision he can make.
That don't mean he not questioning them. You don't know the man. You don't talk to him over a whiskey.
I see the decisions that he made. The fuck you brought this Tennessee nigga to Alabama for? This Tennessee high school player. That was trash in the NFL. Nobody said, Hootie, you a quarterback. You ever said, man, I want to be just like Trent Dilfer.
I don't mean that, man.
They won the Super Bowl, so dog, you got to give him something. So
game manager at best. That man might have thrown 15 passes in that Super Bowl.
Hey, I get it. I'm not saying he was the Super Bowl MVP or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, you got to look at the optics of it all.
Had one of the best defensive teams ever.
He did.
No. Twice. Nobody wants to beat him.
But
Deion is a different story. Everybody in this room that did the Deion dance before. So that brings people in. Nobody has ever done the Trent Dilfer.
What that got to do with anything?
Recruits. Nigga. So it's college football.
So if you're not Deion, you're not gonna get recruits?
No, but it helps.
I know it helps.
Because
like that man
people wanted to beat Deion.
Just like people wanted to go him for quarterback coaching. So maybe
he was the quarterback guru. That top 100 shit or whatever it was.
Right.
And in 2 years, he hasn't gotten any of them.
Like that's hindsight.
Right. So that's now. But when they hired him, that's what he was doing, is what he's trying to say.
And his team.
I thought that too, but that didn't happen.
Okay, so that's why he hired him.
So bye.
Well, you said that it was a stupid hire.
Yeah.
But then you also agreeing why they hired him.
I thought at first he could bring in.
Okay, so you could have made that decision too. Then is what he's saying.
I would have never brought him in. But I was like, damn, maybe he brings in quarterbacks, but he hasn't.
Right. So now you fire him.
Yes, today. Yesterday, last week, last Saturday before last.
Yeah.
I just don't think his contract was that big to where they can't buy him out. But shit, I ain't behind.
They can. It costs $3 million to do it.
And then you got to pay a new coach.
Shit, this is UAB where they had a nigga that they was paying $300,000. He was one of the lowest paid coaches
winning and shit
in the country. Nah, he wasn't winning. I'm talking about Callaway.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Callaway. Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't have signed him to a 5-year deal, neither.
This is a group that could have had Jimbo Fisher. They didn't want to pay him $1.2 million.
Which is a pea in the bucket right now.
That's crazy.
And they paying Buddy 1.5. So, no, it might be more than that.
Who, Andy Kennedy?
No,
Dilfer. He like the 5th or 6th highest paid coach in the conference.
Yeah, he right there in the middle. I think top.
Yeah, he like 7, 8 somewhere in there.
It makes sense. I mean, I don't know, man. It makes sense. I don't think he's a plan. I think he has done a horrible job. He said some horrible things in the optics of some things that he said.
I don't like the way that nigga move. Like, nigga so fucking punchable.
You real angered about this.
Yeah, I don't like how the way he treated that black coach last year on some shit that wasn't his fault. I don't like the way he did that. It's not like it's Alabama. What the fuck you mean? You know we don't fuck with them ops.
He real angered.
That shit trash, man. That nigga ruined our program. We'd have been before him. We went to 3 or 4 straight bowl games,
winning them whole.
Yeah,
and
won the conference a couple times.
Right,
conference 2 times in a row.
All right, go ahead. What you got, Tom?
Before you do pick'ems,
yeah,
Alabama basketball team, they like that.
They like that.
They like that.
Yeah, they look like they're going to be a problem.
They like that.
Todd,
young group.
Let me ask you, do they have to figure out who the man is?
Oh,
Because them niggas come down there, anybody, whoever get the ball, they coming down
Tell
there.
them look at UConn the last couple of years.
They going.
And see, that's the thing. In that offensive set that they run, they got shooters everywhere.
They got shooters
all
everywhere.
They got shooters everywhere. But it's still the Mark Sears show. It's still his show. However, motherfucking Holloway, man, that nigga had 20 points off the bench, all from 3.
Yeah.
And one layup. He had one layup. LeBaron, he did his thing. He ended up starting
13.
at 13, had some nice assists, had a great floor game.
That nigga had 13 with not a lot of shots.
Right.
That nigga had a efficient 13.
I think Alabama ended up beating Wake Forest by like 21.
Yeah, they ran away
And
from
was
him
missing
at the end.
2 starters.
Yeah.
Them niggas loaded. They loaded. Like I'm like this ain't like no gassing. Them niggas can hoop. Like them niggas was playing.
I don't know with their starters coming back, how much Fallon get.
He
Shots.
definitely gonna goddamn play. Like what you saw the other night.
When he
That's what
had
you
a
gonna-
chance, yeah, he did his thing. But you bringing in 2 starters and everybody else on the floor.
But see, one of the
think
starters,
they the man.
he a big. One of the starters is big, and he's another like
Okay,
wing
gotcha.
guy. LeBaron played point, so he
did play point a lot.
He played point, so him coming in behind
Nigga said he
Mark.
played a lot. That's what he played.
He'll come
Well,
in
no, but like they got some zero. What's zero? Zero
like-
point guard too, right?
He'll guard. Yeah, it's him. But see, I can see Aiden and LeBaron
Yeah, they
playing together.
Yeah.
When Mark is off the
You
floor.
take it, I take it. You take it, I take it.
'Cause, like-
run the offense better.
Honestly, Barron don't look little out there. Huh?
No, he look.
He
like,
don't?
How tall is he, fool?
That nigga like about 6'3", 6'4" now.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, I said
So
about
he
6'4".
don't look little, and he got some size on him. So it's just
He
like,
got a little, you know.
he got some bulk to him. So them niggas the real deal.
Say he's 6'4".
6'4". I'm saying he ain't look small like that bitch against them niggas. So them niggas they're gonna win some games, and it's gonna be good to watch. Like that's who it is. I think it's Max. No, it's Garrett. No, it's either Max, Shalowski or whoever, or the Garrett nigga. I think Garrett is the one that sat out him and
You see Garrett at
Grant. I'm sorry, Grant.
can't read.
Dummy.
Grant. I'm sorry, Grant. My bad. I don't know who the other guy was that sat out.
I'm definitely finna watch every game I can.
For sure.
Them boys.
They got Illinois here
When?
at Legacy Arena. I think that shit like in November or December though.
I'll be there.
You gonna be at the ticket
November
thing?
is in November.
You gonna be at the ticket thing again?
So I don't go.
No, I ain't gonna be a ticket.
I just want.
I have a ticket. Y'all,
Get your motherfucker.
I need to
y'all
know what
let me
not to
know.
go.
I would recommend you get one.
Hey man, we got
Y'all look at y'all schedule and you know.
All right,
Yeah.
Pickles, man. We got a lot of ranked games, especially with these updated
lot of
rankings. Ranked games. Thought I said.
Rinking.
Oh no, we have a lot of ranked games this week. Give a little quick update on the stat. Stock up 14. Y'all 2 bums got 12. I got 11. As far as the score in this thing, so we got, you know what I'm saying, we gotta pick enough. How many games y'all want to pick? Because I got about 6.
I thought
Four.
y'all made a number.
You said 4? Huh? 4? I got about 6 games I could pick. G boss. All right. So I'm gonna make sure I get this one in there. First game, we got LSU, Texas A&M. LSU number 8, 14 Texas A&M. We are going to Kyle Field. And these are the last 2 undefeated teams in the SEC, in SEC play. So they're playing for the top spot in the SEC right now. So who you got? It's a 6:30 game. It was a flex game, but I guess they decided to make it the primetime game.
Y'all be scared of Texas A&M sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know
Kyle
why
Field.
y'all do that.
I gotta go A&M at Kyle Field, man. I like what you did against Ole Miss, but you won in overtime. And there's nothing against you because you cool. Nah, I'm gonna go A&M on this one simply because of the home field advantage.
They got the people or the matchup predictor got A&M 52%.
That nigga trying to, he want me to go so he can pick opposite of me. I'm on to your little game. look, he can't do no black. Give me LSU, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Still ain't gonna catch me.
Who you got?
LSU?
I'm talking about get right.
Oh.
Texas A&M.
I'm gonna go LSU as well. Reason being,
Nah. Take that back there. So I'm really going with LSU.
Okay. I'm going LSU too. Reason being is because they got Connor Wegman starting at LSU, at Texas A&M. The black kid is not starting, and he does throw the ball to the other team a whole lot. So I really do like him. So I'm gonna go with.
You want to change it, Top?
No, I'm gonna stay with him.
I'm gonna go LSU because of that. We have a game that I think is going to be a surpriser.
Notre Dame.
Now, that's what I'm about to say right now. They have Notre Dame versus Navy. Navy number 24, Notre Dame number 12.
Oh, that's a tough one.
And they playing early. You got to play against the option at 11 in the morning.
Notre Dame.
I'm going Navy.
Notre Dame.
I'm going Navy.
I'm going Navy.
Reason being is I'm gonna give some context sometime, man. Reason being is I don't think Notre Dame throws the ball very well. Their quarterback, he can run their offense and run the ball a little bit. He's not a spectacular runner, but he does that better than he passes, which isn't that good for me.
Man, it's hard.
Well, Notre Dame.
Who you took, Hoop?
Navy.
Give me Navy. I can't believe I picked Navy. That's crazy.
Gotcha. Van in the top 25, fool.
Yeah, they've been winning.
Van at 25 and Texas number 5, but we're not gonna pick that game. I just wanted to mention that. The next game we have on our slope. Let's see. Pause. We have Missouri and Alabama. Alabama 15, Missouri number 21. They playing at Bryant-Denny.
Alabama.
Alabama. That was a trash ass game you picked.
I mean, hey man, the rankings picked it. I ain't picked the rankings, picked it. Another one that might be a little bit surprising is number 20, Illinois against Oregon, number 1. But we're not gonna pick that one because this the 4th game, right, G-Boss? So we got to go to State A&M.
State.
Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Magic City Classic,
State.
Birmingham, Alabama. They both 3-3.
State.
Give me State.
State.
all day, buddy.
I'm going in alphabetical order. Give me A&M. You know how alphabets work? You know how alphabetical works?
Well, it's Alabama A&M and Alabama State.
A come before S, man. I had this thought out before I got here. I knew you was going to be the one to say that. So alphabetically, Alabama's cancel out. A&M, State. What comes first? God damn it, man.
But it's A and
It's A, boy. It's A and S.
no, it's the symbol.
No, it's A and S. It's the alphabet. You line up to see what comes first.
Dummy.
A and S.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, you know what?
what the
I'm
fuck
wrong.
are you thinking about?
Yeah, I'm wrong.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
You're wrong. I mean, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Nigga on the alphabet, boy.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Fool, I promise, on the way over here, I thought about that, and that was my pick. And I was like, watch Can't Get Right say this ain't alphabetical. I promise you.
Can't get right. Bring your ass to the principal's office. It does me no honor to do this, but since you don't know the alphabet, motherfucker,
You heard this one at the last minute.
nigga, you are the dummy of the week.
I'll take that.
Dummy.
My boy really tried to get it this week.
Hot about that shit too. What the fuck are you talking about?
Any other news or information we forgot to add on?
What you watching?
Deshaun Watson out for the year with Achilles injury.
Well, he was trash anyway.
Did they
So he
start
should've been
Jameis?
out.
He just went down, so I'm pretty sure James probably in there now. So we'll see. What am I watching? Penguin. I finished up Penguin. We talked about that last week. Anything new? That's really it, fool.
I've been watching From.
I hadn't
I've been
started
watching Tulsa Kings.
Tulsa King, yeah.
A new segment we might start bringing in. Places to go. It's a new bourbon spot on 2nd called Sloan's. That's pretty dope.
You went yet?
I'll probably go today, to be honest with you, but I've heard good things. And then it is.
Came to us about a spot he ain't been to yet.
Well, it looked really dope. So shit, go see for yourself. I'm just giving new ideas. Shit, Ghost Train moving to Avondale. I ain't been a big fan of Ghost Train, and it was one more. It was Ramblers Sports Bar and Grill now open at the Phoenix. So
I did that did look cool. I saw that. That looked cool.
just to give y'all some ideas to check out some shit.
Bar's expensive, man. I'm just gonna
And
put it
Cheeto,
in.
do your damn job, man. Stop goddamn not picking.
Ty. I pick a tie.
Yeah,
Nigga,
want some heat down there. Nigga pick.
Nigga pick a 3-way tie with
Nigga,
3
you
different
made
shoes.
your
And we
own.
don't have unlimited pairs of shoes, too.
Right.
Motherfucker getting rid of people because they wore them goddamn a couple weeks ago. Nigga, fuck you think this is?
Shit.
That nigga probably got a
Nigga,
board.
we ain't rich.
He probably got a board up at his house. Jordan 1s, blue and purple this week. He probably got how many times each shoe done won?
Shit.
My boy Living, though, he was at the baseball playoff game the other night. He sent me he FaceTimed me from the game.
Damn, sure do. Wish
I
you
just-
That
came
money
in.
down
Hey,
here, Tito.
hey.
You know who getting the check.
Right. Dummies paying him good for them
Right,
shoe
right, yeah.
suggestions, ain't
He
it?
probably reposted
Well-
them on his own YouTube.
Magic City Classic, man. Y'all be safe. Be careful, man. Drink responsibly.
Please, man, please.
Kids, stay
Park-
the fuck out the way. No
park
shooting.
responsibly.
No guns, man. Everybody have a good grand time. Love on your people. Make it a reunion. Dap up your people you ain't seen in a while. Hug, embrace them, because you never know the next time you'll see them. And on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we said every week, we never leave. You dig?
Bye-bye.
Keep the switch at home.
You bitch you.
Or throw it away, because your ass going to get caught with it.
Dummy.